welcome to Auto Club here in Fontana, California for the Stampede Racing League JuicySpydr Premier Series race number 6 of the quarter here at Auto Club. As tonight we have race number 6 of the quarter, as this quarter's coming down to an end, as we have qualifying going on. As right now we got a couple drivers out on the racetrack as we speak. Tonight I am Aaron Brown, solo ride today, so bear with any issues that me being slow on the cameras. But there's Dylan Chappell, that 17 machine. He's just going out of the racetrack. 10 minutes of qualifying here tonight, as they also, as normal, as they get also 2 laps as well. As Dylan Chappell going out on his coming out on his lap. This is his out lap. I think he just attempted his first lap. But we see Nicholas Road on the top of the board with a 40. Well, never mind, not anymore, as Giovanni Klein just takes that with a 40.409. As Brock Morris just goes to the fastest there as well. A 40.388. Dylan Chappell down off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's already set both his laps, I believe. So, but Giovanni Klein goes to the top, back to the top of the board. Sees a couple other drivers on the racetrack. As it's not letting me shut. There we go. There's Nathan Johnson coming across to start his lap. He stays to the high line to start his lap. That interesting move there for Nathan Johnson. He's going to go to the bottom, going to arc that corner as much as he can through 1 and 2. His first lap put him P number 11. As Christian Zarate goes to P2. 8,000 slower than Giovanni Klein. Let's see, keep an eye here on Nathan Johnson. See what he does coming off turn number 4. See if Nathan Johnson goes anywhere close to the top of the board. Going across the line there, 40.585. That puts him P11. So there's Nick Hapiak on his first lap. So he shifted up the 5th gear there. You can hear that. I was off of turn number 4. He's going to come down to the apron, start his lap right on the bottom, move back up the racetrack. Going to try and get that arc going into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway, coming down into turn 3. Where will Nick Hapiak go? Currently on pace. That predicted lap is correct, but typically normally isn't. Go to the pole. Let's see if that holds on off of turn number 4, coming across the line. The 06 of Nick Hapiak. Where will he go? As Kissweather goes to the fastest. Hapiak goes P1 to the top of the board. 39.929. As just bumps Mark Kissweather. A great lap for Nick Hapiak there. But now Connor Zabosian, he's coming to start his first lap. The only driver left to set a lap as everyone else off the racetrack. Cole Snyder, Michael Morgan, and Donnie Kite have not taken the track. Well, Cole Snyder has taken the track, but his laps were all his laps were invalidated. So he is currently not on the board. But Michael Morgan and Donnie Kite yet to take the track. Don't know if they will take the track or not. You'll see through 3 and 4. Scott Sposey going to start his lap this time by So he sets up his first lap. Goes 14th on the board with that first lap there, getting the tires up to temperature, getting the car up to speed. He's gonna take the outside in turn 1 and 2 here. That can work. Let's see if that works out for him. Most drivers we've seen on the bottom. Happyak ran his lap on the bottom. We'll see if Sabosian can make any moves, any time up on the outside there in 1 and 2. Just stick to the bottom there, 3, 4, but looked like he missed the bottom. Couldn't get down to the white line. Got tight through the center of the corner. Off of turn number 4, though. Down the front straightaway. Connor Sabosian in that 10 machine. He's going to come across the line. He's going to run a 40.175. That will put him P14. No better. No improvements there. So, we do have Donnie Kite has elected to take the racetrack. So, on his first lap time here, is the last one to qualify. See where Donnie Kite goes. He's going to come to start his second lap. There's the apron to start. Haven't seen anyone do that yet. Let's see if that slows him down at all. On board there, he gets up to 5th gear. Donnie Kite down to the 3 and 4. Just pretty shallow. Stays in 5th gear there. Comes off turn 4, coming across the line, going to get on the apron. A 40.147. That will put him P17. But actually, I believe that was just a practice lap. Donnie Kite will qualify P17, but Cole Snyder already have taken the racetrack. Michael Morgan, the only one to not take the racetrack. I don't know if he is racing tonight or not, but that will be qualifying, as Nick Happyak will put it on the pole for tonight's race. And while the qualifying is going to wrap up in our little bit of a break, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here from Auto Club after a word from our sponsors.
JuicySpydr.com, we specialize in transforming your vehicle into a work of art by revolutionizing the way you see your car with the hottest trends in sim racing. Choose from a wide range of colors, textures, finishes to promote your business and sponsors in style. Whether you're looking to add a sleek matte finish, a flashy chrome accent, or a custom design that turns heads, our designers have you covered. If you want to stand out in the crowd, visit njbdesigns.com today and let our team of professionals transform your vision into reality.
Welcome back here to Fontana as we set up on the grid. After a great word from our sponsors there from NJV Designs and JuicySpydr Studios, as we now on the grid, as also JuicySpydr are the premier sponsor for this Stampede Racing League as the JuicySpydr Premier Series. But while these drivers grid up on the grid up here tonight at Auto Club, let's take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's race. Here from Fontana, Nick Capiak, as we saw, putting him on the pole with a 39.929, and Mark Kissweather rounding will start P number 2 in that 15 machine. Starting P3 will be that 5 machine of Giovanni Klein. Alongside him will be the 53 of Christian Surratt, and P4. P5 will be the 17 of Dylan Chappell, and Zachary Meredith will be alongside him in that 6 machine. We'll start P number 6. Hunter Sr. will start 7th in that 9 machine. Josh Arnold will start 8th. Jared Skinner will start 9th in that 60 machine, and Brock Morris in the Kettering University car of the 05 machine will start P number 10. The Bad Dragon 18 machine will be Noah Blackwell starting 11th, and starting 12th to be the PRS Setups.com car of the 16 machine of Zachary Trevino. 13th will be the 72 of Nicholas Rode, also in the PRS car, and also we'll have the 10 machine of Connor Sposian alongside him in that 14th place position. Nathan Johnson will start 15th of the Splash Girl Graphics machine, and Alexi Vigilant will start 16th in that 95 machine. Starting 17th tonight will be the 2 machine of Donnie Kite, and Nathan Fryer will start 18th. 19th will be the 24 of Cole Center, and Michael Morgan will round out our 20 car field tonight here in Fontana. So while these drivers sit single file out, as they will come down pit road this time by, and get sorted for their pit stall, get the pit speeds set and everything, and also to learn where their pit stalls will be. It's definitely an important thing, and it kind of a little bit of a just kind of learn where your pit stall will be, how you can take pit road to your advantage. Especially if we have the green flag pit stops tonight, that will definitely be a big factor as well. Just getting down the pace speed, the will be pit road speed, but that will be also under green, so it will be a little bit different. But also just another caution, just get your pit speed down. Don't want to speed down pit road here, learn where your stall is. As Nick Capiak, Marcus with an extra double back up, so just coming back, extra pace lap. But Nick Capiak, Marcus Weather on the front row. Giovanni Klein will be P number 3. We'll take the one to go this time by. So they'll double it up and get ready to go green. Tonight's race, we have 80 laps tonight with a stage on lap number 20. The end of lap 20, so the first stage will kind of be just kind of getting into the groove. Still, we'll see a little bit of tire wear in that last and within the 20 laps. We'll see a little bit of tire wear play a factor. We'll see if these drivers can get tight. We'll get tight and get loose. We'll see what can happen. Who's going to be better in that short run of 20 laps? Who can save their tires better? Who can manage the draft better? You can make the passes. The draft is definitely going to be a big factor tonight. We'll definitely see a lot of pack racing until those tires start to wear off, but we'll expect to see everyone kind of stay together in this first stage here for 20 laps. So see it spread out maybe at the very end, but track vision can be important here at Auto Club as well. But pace car leads him down into 3 and 4. Get ready to start tonight's race here at Auto Club. Race number 6 of the season. These drivers lining up, and who will be able to conquer the old California Speedway Auto Club Speedway? Real life is demolished, unfortunately, but we are here in virtual. Pace car is off. Nick Capiak gonna hit the loud pedal. We are underway here at Auto Club. we are back as we are underway here from Auto Club. We're down into turn 3 and 4. And Saradi got a great lead already. He's got a great restart. He's going to hop to the inside of Mark JuicySpydr for the race lead. Side by side down the front straightaway. He can't get clear. He's barely clear there, but he's going to stick to the inside as everyone hops up to the outside lane, just trying to get into the draft with each other. But Saradi on the bottom. As JuicySpydr on the outside lane, trying to make that outside lane work, carry that move. As you see the 16 way up the racetrack, Trevino, just to the right side of the screen there. Try to use that outside lane to his advantage, try to get the run, but the outside lane just not coming in yet. So lose maybe a spot there, so much on it fine. But down into turn number 3 and 4. So a little bit of contact there, maybe with Nick Capiak, Mark JuicySpydr. Everyone's staying close together. Here comes Trevino. He's going to be side by side with Josh Arnold. Side by side for the race lead to the inside of Mark JuicySpydr. Still side by side, but here comes Nick Capiak around the. Actually, that's Nick Capiak. Zach Meredith around the outside. JuicySpydr throws the block up there. Wanted to keep Meredith behind him. Everyone's all close together here early on. As Meredith on the outside lane, but JuicySpydr blocks the bottom. Surratt goes to the inside, 3 wide for the lead, now 4 wide for the lead as Trevino tries to make it 4 wide on the bottom. He's going to go all the way to the apron, but Meredith all the way up top. As Meredith's going to be able to clear, they're going to be 3 wide for second as the outside lane of the JuicySpydr machines, able to get the outside lane moving. But Christian Surratt moves down to the bottom. He's going to try and clear Skinner off of turn number 2. Not going to happen. The gap is not there. He's going to have to try and find some help. Off of turn 4, though, Zach Meredith gets a little bit of breathing room as the gaps start to kind of file out a little bit. Spread out a little bit. Everyone in single file gets into their draft trains. Trying to get used, trying to get settled in here, get used to the handling of the race car. But Zach Meredith holding the lead, but Mark JuicySpydr goes to the bottom. The Surratt's in that 53 machine. Everyone's just going to try and keep diving into the bottom, try and get by through the corners, and just kind of end up sliding back in line on the straightaway to get the draft. Everyone's just everywhere on this racetrack. As Nick Capiak alone on the bottom, he's going to try and slide up in front of Sabosian. The hole is not there. Hole not there for Capiak to clear. Everyone's just trying to slot in somewhere. With the 16 machine of Zachary Trevino here. But in that great area, you can see where JuicySpydr kind of will make his move to get the run. Trevino just running the outside lane, just trying to get the run. Oh, he's actually getting the wall there a little bit. See how everyone fans out into the corner. Back for the lead, though. Zachary Meredith, he's under attack from Jared Skinner. As Jared Skinner took to the inside there of Zachary Meredith, trying to get that race lead, but just right with the run on the outside lane, not going to let him have it. So pushed Meredith clear, but here comes Skinner back to the bottom. The great run through 3 and 4, but the outside lane going to have this momentum, but Meredith's going to come down the side draft, and he's going to go back up to block that outside lane, block that run from coming up there. As Skinner all alone on the bottom, really closest car is about 2-3 car lengths back of Nick Capiak. Still stay side by side for the race lead, though. Skinner on the bottom, Capiak up top, Surratt there in 3rd, Trevino there in 4th. down the front straightaway. Here comes Zerat down on the inside. He's got Trevino following him now. 3 wide for the lead. Zerat on the bottom. He's going to clear going into the corner. He's got a very shallow entry though. Can the run on the outside of Skinner or Meredith work out? Zerat's going to try and shut the door off the exit, and it will work, but Meredith's still going to be able to get to the outside. Side by side for the lead. Meredith takes the lead. Skinner slots in line behind Meredith, and there's JuicySpydr machine in line on the outside lane. It's back to the bottom though. Zerat, Torino, and Sabosian on the inside lane. It's now 3 wide for fourth, as these drivers try to settle, not really wanting to settle in. Everyone's just trying to get any spot they can. Because this is throughout through the entire field. Zerat back to the bottom. As Zachary Meredith still holds the lead. Playing the lanes perfectly, able to use the outside lane to his advantage. The pass on the bottom when he needs to, but now Connor Sabosian, he's up to 4th. He's qualified. Moves back a little bit there. We'll take a biggest movers for tonight as Connor Sabosian up 10 spots, up to 4th. He's been making good moves through the field so far tonight. He's going to be one to look out for when it comes late. If it comes late, if he's up front late. Cole Snyder up 8, Jared Skinner up 7, Zach Petrino up 7, and Zachary Meredith also up 5. So a lot of moves being made as Connor Sabosian now makes that another move. They're up to 3rd, but now he slots back in line behind Nick Capiax. Everyone's single file out. See the lanes, just everyone in all different lanes. If this clears up their outside lane. See everyone kind of single file out on the straightaways. Dive down the bottom. Jared Skinner got the run off turn 2. Dives into the inside of his teammate of Zachary Meredith. Jared Skinner down to the bottom of the racetrack. Try and make it work on the inside lane. He's going to slide job his teammate of Zachary Meredith. Meredith's going to try to do the crossover. Nick Capiak, their teammate, kind of really has the decision of who he wants to push. Just stick with Skinner on the outside lane. Does not want Connor Sabosian to break these 3 up. Down the back straightaway, going down into turn 3. Everyone's single file back out, but here comes Skinner back to the bottom. Trying to make this move for Zachary Meredith. It's 3 wide for the lead now between JuicySpydr machines, all 3 out front, 3 wide. Like it's a photo shoot out here so far tonight with these 3 machines. They're all dominant so far, but right now Meredith with the dominance on the outside lane, able to take the race lead. Not fully clear yet. There's still 3 wide, but watch for that 10 machine of Connor Sabosian in the outside lane, making some moves. Skinner on the bottom, Capiak in the middle. Here comes Josh Arnold. He's got the run there, 4 wide for second now off of turn 2. Meredith leads him. As Sabosian clears up all the outside lane, he moves into second as Skinner's to fall back to 6th. But Connor Sabosian looking for the race lead on the inside lane. Off of turn 4 now, down the front straightaway. As Meredith's trying to break the draft. That should kind of pull away just a little bit. Got a little bit of a breathing room now, as maybe that could be a little bit of tire wear coming into play. That gap really closed in on the straightaway. The track very powerful. Capiak trying to get to the outside of Connor Sabosian for second, and he does. Meredith comes down to the bottom, gives the drop to Sabosian. Now moves back up, gives the drop to Capiak. As if that's similar, it's kind of happened. Actually, a little bit of contact there with Josh Arnold going into the corner with Mark Kissenweather. Mark Kissenweather into the wall up top in 3 and 4. Oh, my contact, but Arnold gets turned, goes around, he tags Jared Skinner, as that just kind of happened out of nowhere. Just kind of lost it off the corner. A little bit of contact. Giovanni Klein also involved, but that will be our first caution of the night. Let's take a look at what happened there. So this all started with Josh Arnold. You see, this is the contact going into the corner with Mark Kissenweather. I'll blimp view here and just see what happened. So coming off turn number 2, Arnold just gets tight, gets into the 18. This comes down into Jared Skinner, and something happens unrelated to Giovanni Klein there and Cole Snyder. They both had contact coming off the corner. As off of turn number 2, Josh Arnold, so Cole Snyder did the same thing with Mark Kissenweather, and then Giovanni Klein gets just kind of an innocent bystander there. You had a contact with Cole Snyder, but Giovanni Klein pancakes to the right side on the inside lane. Didn't look like he hit it too hard. Just kind of looked like he glanced it inside wall. You can see inside wall. He might be okay, but we'll have to take a look. We'll have to see. So this is the right side there. It doesn't look like much damage. Giovanni Klein might be okay, but Zach Ramirez is actually going to fake pit road there, as pit road is open. Nick Capiak's going to come down pit road, maybe try and flip the stage here. So we will have the stage. But Nick Capiak, he will come down pit road. See, only a couple drivers coming down pit road. Only 4 or 5 drivers. Nathan Fryer, Cole Steiner, Giovanni Klein, Josh Arnold, and Nick Capiak, the only drivers to come down pit road, as Giovanni Klein and Cole Steiner being involved in that incident there. So thought they knew they were probably going to come down, maybe fix a little bit of damage. But I don't think Cole Steiner really got any damage from that. But Nick Capiak, he'll come out to the pit road. He'll go in first, come out first, but as Nick Capiak, he'll restart in that 14th position. While we have a moment, we'll bring in our 06 machine of Nick Capiak. Came down from up front, came down to pit road. So what's your strategy going there? Just trying to flip the stage here? What's your game plan going in after the stage?
Yeah, pretty much just kind of flipping it, going for track position. I got the speed. I just wasn't able to get back up to the front, but I race here part-time, so stage points really aren't super important. So really just making a move that I thought might give me a better chance to win the race.
And going in that first little run there, we saw a lot of moves being made between everyone. Everyone just kind of diving each other in the corner, just trying to slot back in line on the straightaway. And how does it handle out there? And how did that first little bit of run and getting any tire wear? Just how hard was it to make those moves at all too?
On fresh tires, it's a little bit slippery. The back end wants to come around. As they wear, it leans more towards the tight side. So it kind of takes that bottom more out of the equation. So I feel like if you're going to really make up the spots on the bottom, it's got to be early, unless you're really good at saving your tires. I was trying to save a little bit there, but I started getting freight trained on the outside, so I kind of had to just go with the flow, get up top, and try to get my spots back. But it kind of fluctuates depending on where you're at in the run. It'll go loose to tight.
All right, well, we'll see how you're able to do fare in the rest of this race. And nice talking to you. We'll maybe see you later in the night.
Sounds good, sir. You have fun up there.
There's our 06 of Nick Capiak as he came down pit road. As you heard the strategy there, just going to try and flip this stage here. Stage points not not important to him, but we're going to have a one-lap shootout for the stage. So Zach and Meredith, Connor Sabosian, let's see what they do on this restart as they're going to be on the front row. Pace cars off. We're back underway here from Auto Club. Zach and Meredith off to a great start. You're going to get clear with Christian Surratt there for second, but down into turn number 1 and 2, getting up to speed. Surratt's going to go to the outside lane, going to try and make something happen. Wants to try and get the stage win, but down the back straightaway. Nick Kapiak, not Nick Kapiak, Zach and Meredith leads. Surratt, he's going to try and follow him in the draft, but coming through 3 and 4 for the final time in this stage. Surratt's going to drive him in deep, side by side for the lead. Surratt on the bottom, Meredith on the outside lane, coming to the line though, off a turn 4, coming to the start-finish line for the stage win. Surratt's going to get very aggressive on that side draft, going to make contact, but Zachary Meredith's going to pick up the stage win. And the caution will fly as that will end stage number 1. A great stage finish there, one-lap shootout. Zachary Meredith able to pick up the stage as he was dominant in that stage 1, kept the race lead a lot. He's been up front all night long. The 6 machine will be able to pick up those extra stage points first down pit road. Zachary Meredith able to pick up the stage win. See how this pit strategy kind of differs. We did see those 5, Nick Kapiak, Nathan Fryer, Josh Arnold, Giovanni Klein, Cole Steiner, they all pitted. That last caution right before the stage, assume those guys will stay out here and take the race lead, but actually 2 of them did go a lap down. But now we go down pit road. You see in the background there, Nick Kapiak, Giovanni Klein, they stay on the racetrack. They will be on the front row. Only have 1 lap of wear on the tires. We can get a little bit of heat built into them, so that shouldn't hurt them at all. Down into pit road. Zachary Meredith is going to be the first driver in. So you want to try to take 2 tires, maybe see if any different strategies with tires or not. I believe everyone will probably take 4 tires. Draft just seems a little bit more important. Still Chapel struggling to get in his pit box there, but Zachary Meredith in first and out first, able to pick up the stage win. He'll line up. He'll restart 3rd on this restart as Nick Kapiak in Nicholas Road. Actually, okay, so Nicholas Road stayed out. Actually, Giovanni Klein was the one that went a lap down. See, it actually was the free pass. So he had a little bit. He had a lot of damage to fix. He just took a lap and got his lap back there. Cole Steiner did the same as well. Giovanni Klein able to get the free pass. He'll restart towards that tail end of this field, but Nick Kapiak and Nicholas Road, 2 drivers stay on the racetrack. While we have a moment, we'll bring in our stage winner. So we're bringing our stage winner of Zachary Meredith, able to stay out front most of the night tonight, led a lot of laps, able to pick up the stage win there, get an extra stage points. But how is it handling out there tonight now? How are you able to manage the draft and just manage the moves and able to hold the race lead?
This is my favorite track. So I mean, nighttime there's a lot of grip. Just have to be cautious on new tires. Running the bottom, I got really loose there at the very beginning. But yeah, you just have to just manage it. Just don't slam the gas too hard and keep the throttle down.
You're able to stay out front, but manage your teammates as well. You had Nick Capiak and also Jared Skinner out there as well. So how important is this teamwork tonight with the draft, and how are you guys able to try? What's your game plan to try and stay up front tonight?
Just try to be fast, man. Just try to stay in the draft. Don't try to run the bottom on the straightaways, because the momentum on the high side on the front stretch carries it. So you don't want to be the odd man out on the bottom. Just try to save tire. I mean, this league doesn't have a lot of cautions, so the way it's looking, this might be a one-stop race from here on out. So just got to take care of the tires, run good laps, and keep people behind me.
All right, well, congrats on your stage win, and good luck on the rest of the race.
Appreciate it, buddy.
So that was our stage winner of Zachary Meredith. As he'll restart second on the inside here underneath his teammate of the 06 of Nick Capiak. Nick Capiak, as you talked to him before the stage, flipped the stage here, knows the strategy, knows the tires probably won't be much of a disadvantage. I mean, only one lap there, but he's going to stay out. He's going to stay out here on the racetrack with 1 lap older tires compared to the rest of the field. The pace car is off. He's going to lead him back to green. We're back on the way here from Auto Club. As Nick Capiak clears everyone going into turn 1. So this tire wear affects him. He should only have 1 lap. Shouldn't really make it a difference, but he's out to a good lead already. About 2-3 car lengths. He had a really good run, really good launch off the restart. Mark Kiswell there in second. Zach Meredith slots back into third. Trevino, first guy, side by side on the bottom with Christian Surratt. He's going to slot back in line right in front of Noah Blackwell, that 18 machine. But now side by side for second, now the inside lane. Meredith on the bottom. Just with the outside lane. Just with the run on the outside. He's got the draft from everyone else. Meredith's going to have to try and pull some slide draft, trying to hold him side by side there, but Surratt's going to hop down to the bottom, going to push Meredith. Going to try and push him clear going into turn 1. Not going to be able to work, maybe, but just with a way up the racetrack. We'll see if Meredith can try and shut the door off the exit. He'll be able to. Fall back to third, but he's going to try and pull the crossover down to the inside lane. Side by side for second. He's going to go way down to the bottom there. It's Hunter Sr. He hops back up in line right behind Samosian. But side by side for second still. Just went from the bottom. Halfing from the outside lane, just playing the drive perfectly. Just trying to play these. Everyone's just trying to play the runs they can get. Single file back out for the top 3 or 4. As now Noah Blackwell tries to use the inside of Zachary Trevino, but they all single file out. But they'll dive it back into the corner here as everyone just runs different lines. They'll just get side by side, maybe even 3 wide here off of turn number 2 for that 5th place spot. Trevino on the outside lane. Sabosi will hop back in line. He's going to hop back all the way up to the top and push Trevino, but Blackwell's going to run to the bottom. He's going to try to stay side by side with the 8 and 16 machine. But down into turn number 3 and 4, but Trevino's going to be able to clear through the middle lane. But back up front, we have Nick Capiak still out front and leading. Kiswither holds the second. Nick Capiak holds third. Everyone's single file so far still through this top 10 or so. Let's just try to get settled and get used to the tire wear here. Still early on this run, but just really running the outside lane. So be careful doing that. The tire wear will get tight, as Capiak said it will get tight eventually, and I'll definitely put a lot of heat in your right front, but he's going to get into the wall, going to kind of get stuck in it. That's going to cause a huge check up on the outside lane. Everyone's got to scatter around that 15 machine of Mark Kisselweather. To the bottom, trying to avoid him. He's going to hop back up to the outside lane. And Zachary Meredith moves up to second from that. It's now back side by side for about 6th here. Connor Sabosi and Mark Kissenweather. Jared Skinner pushing that 10 machine of Sabosi on the inside lane. A fan out again. It's just a great characteristic of this racetrack. Just it fans out very easily. It's got to be drafting the straightaway, he'll single file out, but it just how the way it fans out into the corner, just everyone goes in a different lane, just trying to avoid the dirty air. It just works out. They all single file back out, or just try and stay side by side, just get that run. It's very great how this racetrack, multi-group racetrack. Mark Kisselweather moves back to the inside lane of Noah Blackwell. Going to be side by side. Nick Capiak actually loses the lead. Exactly Meredith. Meredith on the outside lane. Missed that for the battle back behind them. Zachary Meredith back to the race lead, just like he was at pretty much in the most of the stage 1 there. And Zachary Meredith definitely looks like the car of the beat tonight. He's been dominant so far, has led at least probably up 20 of our 30 laps. He's just been controlling the front perfectly. No one's been able to get by him and clear him for more than a lap, but Mark Kissler goes to the bottom there, almost gets turned by Blackwell, but he's going to go side by side with Trevino going into turn number 1 and 2. He actually has such a good run. He's going to try to look to the inside of Surratt. They're going to be 3 wide for a third off of turn number 2. Trevino all the way on the outside, Surratt in the middle. Here comes Blackwell. He's going to he's going to push Kissler as Surratt hops in front of Trevino. Side by side here for third still. Kissler on the bottom getting help from Blackwell on the bottom of that 18 machine. This man is going to go all the way down to the bottom, going to try and break the draft on that 06 of Nick Kapiak. The outside lane starting to get a little bit more more powerful. As they're 3 wide there for a moment between Skinner. They're actually still going to be 3 wide there for a second, just with Chapel. It was just actually single file. No one really able to make clears, but Skinner got really tight there. Got to check up, and now Blackwell's all over his bumper off the exit of the corner. He slots back in line though. Hunter Senior gonna have to push Blackwell, but Senior's gonna hop up in line, and Blackwell kind of let the odd man out on the bottom, along with Kissler right in front of him, 2 car length in front of him. Sposien hops down to the bottom in front, right in front of Blackwell. Side by side with Jared Skinner. He's gonna clear Skinner and slot behind him. But mostly everyone's single file, only a few cars on the inside lane. Kissler hops up there. 3 wide once again. He'll just sort out off the straightaway. Oh, but Kissmother did get tight there, but Sposien did as well, and he's going to hop back behind him. But Meredith, he's under attack by his teammate Nick Kapiak for the lead. Kapiak going to run off further to try and maybe get the move down here to 1 and 2. Trying to pull the slider maybe. Off of turn 2, Kapiak on the inside lane. Staying side by side with Zachary Meredith. Team will clear, but down to the 3 and 4. Meredith on the race lead. Kapiak there in second. Down the front straightaway though, those top 2 gotta get a little bit of a breakaway, but Chapel moves to the bottom 3, so Rod's gonna get left out to dry in the middle. As that moves Kissweather moves up to the top side, but he gets in the wall once again. He's struggling a little bit with that tonight. The ball behind the 18 of Noah Blackwell, but single file back through the field. But they'll. Oh, but Sposien, whoa, into the wall there, into the corner, way out of shape, down to the apron. It's kind of Sposien having a little bit of a problem there. He's going to be able to keep going. He's going to go back with Brock Morris, but now they're going to be side by side for lead once again. Nick Kapiak down to the inside. Zachary Meredith on the outside. These 2 have been trading the lead. Is now their teammate of Jared Skinner back up front now in that 4th place position, but Trevino hops up to 3rd. Down the back straightaway. Kapiak on the top. Meredith moves back down to the bottom, just crossing her back over. Be side by side for the lead down the front straightaway. So we'll have to make a green flag stop under this stage, well, under this run here, if there was no cautions. So we started with about 60 to go, just under 60 to go, and they will. I believe they can go about 30 laps on fuel, so it's actually looking close for Kapiak as he did pit earlier. We have to see any different strategies. Maybe it's 2 tire strategy calls, but we'll see in probably about 10 to 15 laps. We'll start to see some pit stops. Side by side for the lead between Meredith and Happyak. Meredith back up to the top and he clears, but still side by side for third. There was Skinner. Skinner can't find his way in line, so Ross can be able to clear. That's right. Oh, he's going to get the wall off turn 4. Going to be 3 wide under him. As Dylan Chappell and Mark Kissweather are all the way in the bottom lane there, going to try and clear up in front of Blackwell. As the top 3 actually got a breakaway from that, kind of got a little bit of a break up front. This is going to allow Zach and Meredith, Nick Happyak, and Zachary Trevino to kind of pull away, but the gap will kind of close back down to the middle. Down the back straightaway here. Going into 3, everyone just trying to single file out. Everyone getting settled in now. The tire is starting to kick in for these drivers. See the drivers save their tires a little bit better. We're just going to move up the racetrack a little bit. Move up the track. Move up to the lead. So Blackwell hops back in line there, but single file out. This time, next time, Bob will be halfway in this race. Zach and Meredith, Nick Happyak, 2 dominant cars all night long. They've been up front. This race has been going pretty quickly tonight so far, though. Kind of already on lap 40. Just felt like we started this race not too long ago. We've been green. We've only had 2 cautions. Our first caution coming around lap number 17, 16, 17. Then we had our stage caution at the end of lap number 20. A side by side for the race lead again. Meredith, Happyak. Just kind of seems like the same moves happening over and over. Just 2 can trade the spots better. Not getting too aggressive on the moves yet. Pitting each other. Being really aggressive on the side drafting. But that time by, we're halfway. 40 down, 40 to go here from Auto Club. There's Nick Happyak down to the bottom. Meredith after the outside, and just these 2 just been swapping the lead all night long. Trevino trying to intervene. Trying to break this up, trying to get the lead himself. But now Trevino down to the inside of Meredith, but now the JuicySpydr machines linked back up on the outside lane. Trevino doesn't have the space. As these top 3 going to be able to stay out front. All 3 of these drivers dominant tonight. No 6 to 6 in the 60. As now Chappell, he's going to go to the outside of Trevino. Trevino's going to try and slot back in line. He's going to slot back to 5th. Nick Happyak holds the lead. As we settle in for the long run. Oh, we got a car around there down the front straightaway. Zachary Trevino, actually, Dylan Chappell down through into the infield grass, through the infield there, in the victory lane. No cautions. We do stay green. As there's the caution. As Dylan Chappell back onto the racetrack. Let's take a look at what happened there. Coming off turn 4, Dylan Chappell going to get into the wall. Blackwell nowhere to go. Contact sends him down as Trevino got involved there. Dylan Chappell slams the inside wall there. This big hit for that 17 machine. Let's take another look at that. Let's take an onboard look with that 17 machine. Just going to get turned down the racetrack. Hard on the inside wall. Take a look behind him here with Noah Blackwell. See what happened with him. So you just see Dylan Chappell just gets to the wall, just kind of nowhere to go, just gets pushed. Just pushes him. See him down into the grass, all the way down to the bottom. So that is our third caution of the night. Dylan Chapel will go to the back. He's got a lot of damage on the left side, probably a little bit of wheel damage. Might hurt that 17 machine. He's got a lot of time to fix it though. Big track, long pace laps. But that brings into question, what do they do at this stage? What do they do in this stage of the race at this point? They'll restart with just over 30 to go, and they'll have to make another pit stop. They'll still have to make a stop. Still won't be able to make it on fuel, but everyone down pit road, except for the exception of Cole Snyder there, as Cole Snyder will get the free pass. We'll see Nick Appiak with the first stall. We'll see if he can get off of pit road first. Zachary Meredith was the first one in. See if Appiak, everyone takes 4 tires across the line there. Appiak, I think, may have jumped that 6 machine, and he did. Great stop for that 06 of Nick Appiak. Able to barely get in front of Zachary Meredith. He will take the race lead. They'll restart up front. But Nick Appiak in the lead. Zach Meredith will line back up at the second. So we'll have those tire differences. So you kind of see the tires start to come in late there, right at the very end. Of that run, but that run was runs about 20 to 25 laps. Nick Appiak will elect to take the outside lane. Appiak and Meredith and Skinner have been up front all night long. These JuicySpydr machines have been inseparable. They've just been no one's been able to stay up front as long as these drivers. And Zach Meredith, mainly him, he's been playing the lanes perfectly all night long. No one can get out in front of him. You've seen Trevino, he tried to and just kind of fell back, just got left out to dry with the draft, just couldn't get slopped back in line, and no one can clear these drivers up front. This track position seems very important. Mark Kisselweather, he's tried as well. He's kind of been up and down tonight. The pace car will take that hard left turn onto pit road once again. And Zachary Meredith and Nick Appiak leads it back to the Geico restart zone. We're back underway here from Fontana. As Appiak hits the loud pedal, going to clear Zachary Meredith very quickly. And everyone fans out on the restart, going to get 3-4 wide maybe. It's off at turn number 2 in this battle for second. He's on his Jared Skinner on the outside lane. Mark Kiswart on the bottom. Zachary Meredith there in third. In the middle, and he's going to clear up behind Skinner. So he slots back in line. Everyone starts to single file out now, knowing it could be. Knowing that the time will come when the tires will start to matter. Just trying to save his tires a little bit. So while we're on the restart. Everyone's just kind of settled in already off the restart. We do a little bit of Ellerin, crank it up here for Fontana. Back from our cranking up segment there, as we see now the battle for the lead between Jared Skinner and Nick Hapiak. Jared Skinner on the inside lane, Nick Hapiak on the outside. These two have been battling up front all night long. It's Zach Meredith, he's been up front. Oh, he actually gets loose from the bottom. He's actually starting to fall back a little bit. He falls back to fifth. This is Meredith starting to struggle just a little bit. It's the first time tonight we haven't really seen him up front. Just kind of lingering back at just outside of the top 5. So we'll see if Meredith will have to fight his way back up through the field, but they're side by side here between still for race lead between Skinner and Hapiak. Side by side behind them now as well, with between Noah Blackwell and Mark Kissenweather. As Noah Blackwell able to clear Kissenweather for third. See what Blackwell has for these race leaders of Nick Hapiak and Jared Skinner. Skinner's going to be able to clear for the lead off of turn number 2. It's now down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Noah Blackwell tries to go to the bottom of Nick Hapiak for second. Can he do it? The slap back in line for third. There's just under 30 laps to go here from Fontana. 27 to go. Everyone will have to make one more pit stop. Just see who will make it when and where. And will we see a 2-tire strategy? Compass right into the wall. Get turned into the wall for turn 2 there. Lose a little bit of time. He's going to lose a lot of time. Maybe he could break that with the right side of that car. Looks alright, no tire looks broken. Lost a little bit of time off the corner there. Surratt's going to lose a lot of time, falling back to 11. Jared back up front. Jared Skinner, Nick Hapiak, Noah Blackwell, Mark Kissenweather. These two still battling for third. Kissenweather clears for third now, still right on the bottom. No one's been up to the top so far yet in this run, really. No one's been up against that wall yet. Blackwell to the bottom. We're going to try and stay to the inside, side by side with that 15 machine. Noah Blackwell side by side. Blackwell slots back in line here. He does. He's got the gap there. We're just trying to start to just kind of start to spread out a little bit. You see, no one's out as close as they were kind of that first bit of the run. As now Zachary Meredith, he kind of set back a little bit, fell back a little bit. Now he's starting to make his move. He goes to the inside of Noah Blackwell for that third place spot. He's got the run down to the inside. Going to be side by side for fourth. He's actually going to clear Blackwell. Zachary Meredith, his tires are starting to play a factor. He's starting to make his moves up the race, up to the front. And Zachary Meredith is starting to come back into the picture. Now going to go to the inside of Mark Kissweather. Kissweather way up the outside lane there. Be side by side off turn 4. Almost a little bit of contact, but they're back side by side for the lead. As they're going to have the new challenger, Zachary Meredith, here just a second. As Meredith's making the moves late into this run, towards the middle part of this run. As we'll see, we restarted with about 35 to go. About 30 to 35 to go, so around 33. So about 10 laps into the run now. The tire's starting to play a factor, tire heat as well. These drivers side by side, now 3 wide for third. It allows Kissweather to clear for seconds. As Meredith clears for third there. Makes a great move down the front straightaway. But Nick Hapiak clear for the lead, still out front. We'll see. So they'll probably think most of these drivers split at about 17-17. Probably start to see some drivers come down pit road within about 3 to 5 laps. Probably start to see most of the field come down to about 5 to 10 laps. We'll see if anyone can save a lot of time as well, save some fuel as well. Could be close on fuel. But so far, Nick Hapiak out front. Zachary Meredith fell back a little bit off the restart. He moves back up to third. But Noah Blackwell up to fourth. Trying to make his moves. And when single file is out, you should start to see this top 8. This top 8 is just all pulled away from the rest of the field. That gap between the seconds. So the top 8 all together this main pack. But Mark Kissweather able to make the move there into turn 1. Nick Hapiak going to try and go back to the bottom. Kissweather moves back to the outside, gonna put it up against the wall there in 3 and 4. Nick Hapiak back to the bottom though, able to make that move. Great, but Kissweather, it actually makes a little bit of contact with Meredith, but Meredith gonna go down into the grass on the front stretch. That's gonna be big as Meredith was a fast car moving back up through the field, goes through the grass, gonna get it back. He's gonna get under control. Great save for that 6, actually gonna spin back into turn 1 off the grass. As Zachary Meredith going towards the back, as we'll get a quick replay of that one. We'll see going down to the 3 and 4 here. Zachary Meredith off of turn number 4, tries to clear Kissweather. Just a little bit of contact, goes down into the grass, and the caution does come out. I believe for this reasoning. As no one else was involved in an incident, so that would bring out the caution a little bit late. As Meredith was able to get back going, but he's gonna have a lot of work to do now. that caution will come out late here with about 18 to go. That will definitely throw a wrench into the strategy, as no one will have to make a green flag stop. As these drivers will, everyone will be able to come down pit road here and top it off on fuel. So it's going to be a shootout to the end. Nick Apiak going to lead him down pit road. As everyone comes down pit road, no one stays out, as everyone was on the lead lap. So, actually, Connors Rosen was a lap down, actually. So he will be the free pass recipient. He'll have to work his way from the back. Nick Yapiak gonna go back into the stall. We'll see if anyone tries to take a two-tire strategy here. As actually, yes they do. Nick Yapiak, Mark JuicySpydr, two-tire call. That will put them up front. With 17 to go, that could be a difference maker. Jared Skinner comes out of pit road. He'll be the first driver on 4 tires. So we'll see if the 4 tires, if they will make a difference, or the 2 tires can hold on. We've seen that happen a lot in these next gen cars. We've seen it most prominently in the NRR Cup Series. We broadcast here on Friday, here on the channel on Friday night. G Tires seems to work a lot with these next gen cars. We'll see if it works out for these guys as well tonight. You see the difference here. We'll bring up the difference here. Between the pit stops. And that's the difference between 2 tires and 4. Marcus with a 9.4, Jared Skinner 14.7. Well, while we have a moment, we will bring in our second place runner so far of Mark JuicySpydr. Has been running up front all night. Now he's kind of entering third in the pit road there. Takes 2 tires, able to get up to second. So what's your game plan with the 2 tires? How do you think it's going to handle for you?
I don't know. We're going to see. The first lap was loose every time I got 4. But as the run goes on, my car just gets really, really tight. So, well, hopefully this counteracts that, and I take the lead and control the race from here.
Yeah, so you were able to stay up front most of the time tonight, and it's mostly tonight. It's been that JuicySpydr dominance up front. What's your game plan to try and break those guys up and maybe try and steal a race win from them?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I hope one of the other people behind me play a fake teammate of mine and team up against the JuicySpydr cars. That'll help me.
Alright, well, good luck in the rest of the race, and we'll maybe see you at the end. Good luck here with the 2 tires.
Thank you.
So that is our second place runner as of now, Mark JuicySpydr. See if those 2 tires help out for him. Nick Apiak also on the 2 tires. He's been running up front. We'll see if the 2 tires can work out. We'll see if they start to fall off in the final 15 laps. So this car going to take that hard left turn on the pit road. Green flag back in the air here from Fontana. Nick Apiak on the loud pedal perfectly, but side by side for second between Mark JuicySpydr and Zachary Trevino. See if it works out for that 16 machine on the outside lane. He's now the first driver on 4 tires. So kind of see it got a little bit loose as JuicySpydr pointed to. He's actually going to get into the wall off of turn 2. That's going to check him up a little bit. But they're going to be side by side, and it allows Nick Apiak to pull up to a half a second lead as they enter turn 3. Jared Skinner getting loose on the cold tires as well, starting to lose the front end a little bit. Actually makes a little bit of contact with Blackwell into Johnny Carroll on the outside wall. Everyone keeps it straight, able to keep it together. Great saves from all those drivers, but a little bit of contact there. The aggressiveness is going to start to pick up as we're kind of getting into the final part of this race. Nick Apiak leads as all this battling is going to help him pull away. Zachary Trevino moves up to second on the 4 tires. Josh Arnold up to third. As now Mark Kissweather slots back in behind Arnold. But Trevino holds second. Well, he's going to have to try and chase down that race leader of Nick Kapiak. As Nick Kapiak had a great restart. Now he's just trying to play keep away, trying to keep the field away from him. It's going to be very hard to do that. But if these guys keep battling behind him, it might be to his advantage. But Mark Kissweather deep into one. He's actually in the wall. He's actually falling really far back. Very slow. He's kind of got stuck in the wall there. He's going to go all the way to the back. It's Mark Kissweather into the wall. He's kind of been wanting to struggle with that tonight. And now he's going to move all to the back, kind of banking on a yellow as he's really far back. Zachary Meredith, he's also really far back as well. He did get in that incident that bring out the caution. He had to fix some damage. He's going to have to hope for one as well. But everyone's staying close together here. As the intensity will start to ramp up, but right now the top 4 or 5 pulling away. But we move back to the battle here for 6th with Christian Zarat in Noah Blackwell. Is now Blackwell under attack from Sabosian. Sabosian did not get that free pass for some reason, but he is 1 lap down, up to about 7 in the line. So Connor Sabosian trying to get his lap back the hard way, pushing Surratt back up to the front leaders. But Connor Sabosian, the only driver 1 lap down, so this is a caution. He will be the lucky dog recipient. These top 4 pulling away. Hunter Sr. just kind of a no man's land right between the middle of these packs. Everyone else battling behind is actually getting a lot of moves back. Nathan Johnson trying to get to the inside of Nicholas Road for Knight. Just the back half of the top 10 here. Back up front, Nick Kapiak still playing the good keep away. But now Jared Skinner going to be side by side, trying to play this perfectly. Trying to make his way up as he's side by side now. Jared Skinner to the inside of Josh Arnold, but here comes Hunter Sr. He's back up to the front here. But Nick Kapiak, no one's able to stay close to him yet. But 10 laps to go here from Fontana. We're getting to the home stretch of this race. As everyone's still single file. Just a lot of drafting, a lot of moves. Everyone's just trying to play multi-group racing, just trying to avoid the dirty air. The top 5 has just pulled away. Nick Kapiak all night long, a bit up front. Zachary Trevino there in seconds. Josh Arnold, his up front now. It's been a quiet night so far. He's working his way up. Show the most positions gained tonight before we get in these final few laps here. Zachary Trevino up 10, running that second place spot. Nathan Johnson up 8. Jared Skinner up 6. Cole Snyder up 6. And Donnie Kite up 5. Those top 5 most positions gained tonight. But Nick Kapiak, our race leader. Zachary Trevino. Josh Arnold side by side for second with 7 laps to go here from Fontana. These drivers captain to sort it out. They want to catch Nick Kapiak. But Jared Skinner way up against the wall there in 1 and 2. Try and get the run off of turn 2 to clear Trevino and Arnold. He will. He clears Trevino. Trevino hops back in line. But now he's going to get the draft on Nick Kapiak. Down to about a 10th and a half on the 06 of Nick Kapiak. It's a battle back here for about 3rd, 4th. Hunter Sr. there in 5th. See, side by side, just out of the frame there, that's Christian Surratt. He's actually getting passed by Connor Sabosian. Sabosian a lap down. So that battle's not mean anything, but everyone's spread out from the back of the field. These top 5 have all close together, the lead pack. As Nick Hapiak on 2 tires as well. Keep that in mind, it's just working out for him. No one able to get close enough. Just no one able to break the dirty air bubble. As everyone's just still battling around here, 2nd, 3rd, Trevino, Arnold. As Skinner and Hapiak pulling away from the rest of this front pack with 5 to go here from Auto Club. Nick Hapiak, Jared Skinner, they've been up front all night long. Josh Arnold side by side with Trevino now, battle for 3rd. If one of these guys ain't clear, maybe they can work together to chase down those front 2. Hunter Sr. just sitting right there in 5th, but Jared Skinner a little bit slow through the corner. He's trying to use the draft to his advantage, but Nick Hapiak playing it perfectly. 4 to go. Does Jared Skinner have something for Nick Hapiak? He's running a little bit higher, getting that clean air. In the draft, he's got to run here off of turn 2. Does he take the opportunity down to the 3? He's going to stick behind the 06. He's going to stay to the outside lane. Skinner knows the outside lane is important. Doesn't want to give it up. He's actually hitting the wall off of turn 4 there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. But Hunter Sr., he's going to make a move on Trevino for 4th. He's actually going to clear Trevino very quickly. Going to make quick work. He's going to try and maybe push Arnold up to the race lead. But these 3 are just falling back from the 2 race leaders of Nick Hapiak and Jared Skinner as they battle for 4th behind those race leaders. As 3 to go. Oh, but the caution is out. The caution is out late. Mark Kissenweather, Cole Snyder, contact in the back. And that will throw a wrench into everything. As now the whole pack will be back together. Let's take a look at what happened here off of turn number 2. Cole Snyder, Mark Kissenweather makes contact off of 2. It spins Snyder in front of the field, and that brings enough to bring out the caution. As we will have overtime here from Fontana. But now, Nick Hapiak on 2 tires. The race number 17 to go. Does anyone from the back try to make a move and stay out? Assume everyone will come down pit road. Does anyone take 2 to try and get out front? That's probably going to be the call for most of these drivers. As we'll have overtime here from Fontana. Nick Hapiak, Jared Skinner, they were up front. It was pretty much going to be a fight between those 2 drivers. No one else was really close enough. As Josh Arnold, Hunter Sr. maybe had an opportunity if those guys got together. But Nick Hapiak, he's going to stay out of the racetrack. Hunter Sr. as well. Josh Arnold going to be the first one to come down pit road. Split strategy for the front of the field. As Josh Arnold pits from 3rd. Brock Morris, Nathan Johnson, Mark Kissenweather just getting involved in that wreck. Zachary Meredith, they stay out of the racetrack. So the top 7 will stay out. Everyone else comes down pit road. As Connor Sabosian, he will get the free pass. So he'll have an opportunity to pit. If he get enough green white checkers, he might have an opportunity. But Josh Arnold takes 2 tires, everyone else takes 4. So it's split strategy there. So Josh Arnold will be the first on tires. So while we have the moment, let's bring in that 22 machine of Josh Arnold. He'll restart 8th on this restart, but he's going to be the first driver on tires, on the 2 tires. How do you think that's going to handle out for you?
Probably absolutely terrible with this dirty air, but, you know, I mean, I like to be on offense instead of defense, so that's why I just threw a couple tires on it, see how it helped out Nick. I mean, he stayed up front with those 2 tires, so maybe I can gain another spot or 2 from where I was running.
What's your game plan here on this restart? How aggressive are you going to be with your moves? Maybe stick to the top, going to try and run the middle, just trying to find air where you can.
Yeah, I always look for that clean air. I got a little loose with dirty air earlier and wiped out the field, so definitely sorry about everybody involved in that.
As your restart set 8th place here on the restart, so good luck on this restart.
Thank you. Thanks for broadcasting.
So that was that's Josh Arnold, the first driver on 2 tires. As he'll restart 8th, everyone in front of him on about 17 lap old tires at this point, but we'll have our first attempt at overtime. Josh Arnold will restart 8th. He'll have Zach Ramirez to his inside. Zach Ramirez had a great pace, but he was far off of that restart after getting involved in the incident. Bring out the caution with about 20 to go. But Nick Kapiak and Jared Skinner, those drivers on the front row, those 2 were pretty much going to be the ones to battle out for the race win if we stayed green. But we have split strategies. Nick Kapiak, Jared Skinner on the front row. We'll have Brock Morris up to 4th after staying out. Hunter Sr., he'll be on 3rd. Nathan Johnson, Mark JuicySpydr, we'll see what they can do. Actually, we're going to get a delayed green here. She's going to have 1 more lap of pacing. Give these drivers a little bit more time to think about what they're going to do. What's their game plan on this restart? See who works together. Who can you work with? What lane can you take? Can you run the top? Can you run the middle? Can you run the bottom? What are your tires going to allow you to do? What did you handle before this caution? Did you handle tight? Did you trend loose? Were you all right? Pretty neutral? Did you make moves? This will determine who will be able to win this race. As Josh Arnold on 2, Giovanni Klein, everyone else on back. Trevino on back. On 4 fresh tires. Connor Sabosian. He was just able to pit on pit road there. He'll restart. We'll see if Sabosian can maybe go from last to first on this restart. If he gets another opportunity, avoids a wreck. Will we see a caution? We have another attempt at this. But now, we'll restart here. We have another attempt, a green-white checkered finish here from Fontana. Nick Kapiak, Jared Skinner are going to lead him back to green. Kapiak in the 06 on the front row. Into the Geico zone. He hits on the loud pedal. Back and away. Green, white, checkered. Who will be able to get it done? Kapiak off to a great restart. Skinner a little bit lacking on the restart. But we'll see on the tires. Josh Arnold, first driver on tires, back there in 8th. We'll see how quick he can move up through the field. Nick Kapiak off a great restart. Jared Skinner backed up to 2nd. Brock Morris up to 3rd. Hunter Sr. hops back in 4th. And we'll keep an eye on Josh Arnold, first driver on tires. He's on 2. Zachary Trevino down to the inside lane. Those drivers kind of getting tight, not able to make anything work. But Nick Kapiak out to a big lead. Brock Morris, Jared Skinner side by side for 2nd, but Jared Skinner with a big one. White flag, 1 lap to go here from Fontana. Skinner's going to take the opportunity. He's going to go out to the inside for turn 1. Side by side for the lead with on the white flag. Skinner's going to get tight. He's going to get to the inside of his team and Nick Capiak. They're going to go tight up the racetrack. Moore's nowhere to go. Nathan Johnson to the inside. 3 wide for the lead. Now side by side. Here comes Zachary Meredith. He's got an opportunity. Down the bottom, 3 wide for the lead. Is 8 or 3 and 4 for the final time. Contact between Johnson, Hapiak, and Meredith. Hunter Sr. on the bottom. They all get tight off of 4. They're going to wreck behind. But Hunter Sr. on the bottom is going to sneak through. He's going to take the win as Arnold gets there at the line. But Hunter Sr. sneaks through lanes, and he will take the race win at Fontana. What a finish for Hunter Sr. 3 wide entering the corner. He sneaks through on the bottom and steals the victory by 76 thousandths of a second over Josh Arnold. Arnold just short on the new tires. A great move for Hunter Sr. late, put himself in the right position. And Hunter Sr. takes the win here at Fontana. A quiet night for that 9 machine. Hang around just outside the top 5 all night long. Late in that last run, put himself in that top 5. Had their overtime restart, stayed out, restarted up in that 3rd place position, and played the restart perfectly. And Hunter Sr. steals the race win late, as everyone just kind of made their moves around him. He just found the hole on the bottom. Everyone got tight right in front of him, snuck through on the bottom, and then it takes the 9 machine to victory lane. A great run for the 9 machine. Hunter Sr. able to get the win. First win of the season. He's going to park it right there on that AAA logo. He's going to reset it. But Hunter Sr., our race winner here tonight from Fontana. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our top 3 interviews here from Fontana. here from Fontana, as we just saw Hunter Sr. take the race win and take the lead off of turn number 4. Before we get to our top 3 interviews, let's take a look at our results here for tonight's race. As Hunter Sr. able to pick up the win. Josh Arnold pitting late there on that restart. Able to pick up second on the fresh tire. Zachary Meredith able to pick up P number 3. Brock Morris 4th. Zachary Trevino will round out the top 5. Jared Skinner 6th. Mark Kissweather 7th. Nicholas Rode will finish 8th. Dylan Chappell will finish 9th. And Noah Blackwell rounds out our top 10. Donnie Kite finishing 11th, Christian Surratt finishing 12th, Nick Hapiak, those two drivers, Surratt and Hapiak, getting involved in that late race, that last lap wreck. Nathan Johnson as well getting involved. Giovanni Klein rounding out 15th. Carlos Mosian rounds out 16th. Nathan Fryer 17th. Alexi Vigian finishing 18th. Cole Snyder finishing 19th. And Michael Morgan rounding out our top 20 tonight here in Fontana. As that is our results, we'll bring in our race winner here of Hunter Sr. Able to steal it there late. What was going through your mind in that final green-white checkered? Yep. Yeah, you were able to play that perfectly tonight. You had a kind of a quiet night. You just kind of came out there in those final 15 laps. You got up to the top 5. Just kind of hanging around there on that just around the top 5 tonight. You're just outside the top 5. How was your night, and how did you just take tonight going in your mindset going into tonight, and how you able to handle that and just able to just kind of work your way up? And you're able to put yourself in the right spot at the right time. You're able to walk away with a race win. But before you send off on your way, any thoughts for tonight's race win? And once again, congrats on your race win. We'll hope to see you next week at Martinsville. As our race winner tonight of Hunter Sr. We'll bring in our second place finisher of Josh Arnold. We'll have to bring him back up through the team chat. There we go. Josh Arnold able to pick up P2. We talked to him right before that final restart. Took 2 tires and just came up short. And just what was going through your mind on that final green-white checker, and what do you think could have differently? Maybe just try and get Senior at the line. Yeah, you're still able to pick up second, and just I wanted to know, how do those 2 tires handle right on that restart, and just it felt a little bit tighter than what it did, or did it feel a little bit looser, and just how do those 2 tires handle there? Yeah, but regardless of the strategy, you're still able to get a solid finish and a solid night in the points. But before you send off on anyway, any sponsor thank you for tonight's second place run. And once again, congrats on your second place finish. We'll hope to see you next week at Martinsville. Alright, that was our second place finisher of Josh Arnold. We'll bring in our third place finisher here in just a moment. There we go. We'll bring in our third place finisher of the 6th machine of Zachary Meredith. He was up front most of the night, and just unfortunate late, right around that about 20 to go, got a little bit of incident, put him towards the back, and just what happened there, and just talk me how you were able to make your way back up through the front, and just trying to work your way through on that final green-white checkered. Which is unfortunate because I get caught up in that incident there, but you're still able to walk away third. But overall, you had a very fast race car tonight and very, very great pace tonight. And knowing that just brings that confidence going into the rest of the season, how you're able to use this experience tonight and just able to just kind of bring that forward to the rest of this quarter, really. Yeah, before standing off on any response to link for tonight's third place run? Alright, once again, congrats on your third place run, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville. This is our third place finisher of Zachary Meredith, and he was dominant, but able to crawl back from his incident there late in that race. But overall, a very fun, exciting race tonight. We've seen haymakers thrown left and right. We've seen a lot of drafting, a lot of slide jobs, a lot of things that happened all night long. And that really made it exciting to watch, and a very exciting overtime finish to put Hunter Sr. in victory lane tonight. He played it perfectly, was at the right place at the right time, and just was able to get it done. But coming up next here on the Legends Racing Network, before we sign off here from Auto Club, it's coming up tomorrow night. We have the 5 Points Racing League, their Xfinity Series, their turnkey Premier Series. They'll be going to Daytona for their Season 1 opener, 9 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow night here on the channel. While Boat Racing League will be back for the Tuesday Thunder Series. They'll be going to National Superspeedway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll also have Wednesday night, we'll have the Superstar ARCA Cup Season 2 opener at Daytona, the Daytona 250, 8:15 Eastern Time on Wednesday night. And then Friday night, we'll have the Inter Cup Series. They'll be going to Talladega for the penultimate race of the season at 9:15 Eastern Time. And next week, Saturday, we'll have the Boat Racing League Grand National Series. They'll be going to Atlanta, 8:30 Eastern Time for their regular season finale. And also Sunday night next week here for the Stampede Racing League, we'll have we'll be at Martinsville at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So hope to see you all there, and our gracious viewers there next in these upcoming events here on Legends Racing Network. But I'm Aaron Braun tonight here from Auto Club. So long here from Fontana. We'll see you next time.